Tracy has cancer. That is why her face is blown up from the medication. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Brian knows this, so I'm sure everybody knows that she has cancer. It's never been a secret. She's been in remission, and it looks like she's not in remission anymore. And she hasn't been able to work for a long time due to the cancer. So the reason why I'm telling you this, and I got to be honest with you, she's dead asleep. She has no idea I'm making this video, that I stole a picture or anything. But I'm so disappointed and hurt with this community. Because just because, let's say Brian doesn't like Tracy, he forgets to tell people she has cancer. And they're dragging her on looks. Cancer can hit any of us at any given time. We could all get a really puffy neck or a really puffy face due to cancer. That's what Tracy looked like before she had cancer. And it breaks my heart to see how this community is treating her, just because she's been going, on and off with Brian for so long. Honestly, it's none of our business. Brian can handle his own. Brian doesn't need anybody making his fights for him. I think that if Tracy was sick again and Brian knew about it, like I'm telling him now, I would hope that Brian has enough dignity in class that he would back the fuck off. Even if she didn't kiss his ass. Going after her looks, making fun of her looks. Can you imagine if I went after somebody with cancer? Could you fucking imagine what this community would do? But it's okay for everyone else to do it. And the worst part is, and don't get me wrong, I don't think Kiki even knows this. So I'm not like yelling at her or bashing her or anything like that, because I truly don't think she knows this. But it shouldn't matter. But she does need to be aware of this. And not only is she bashing someone with cancer, but and it's not just Kiki, a lot of people doing it, but they're making fun of her looks. Why are we so immature that we're making fun of somebody's looks? I'm visibly heartbroken that this community doesn't see what I'm talking about. Like, everything, I've listened to Kiki before because, hey, she wasn't talking about me. Let me give her a chance. And, I was listening to her, and everything she was saying could be said about me. It could totally be said about me, like the obsession, and granted it hasn't been 13 years, thank God. But, why are people always talking about me? Like, why is Tracy always talking about Brian? And can you imagine what it's like taking, when someone takes up so much space in your head? Take a look around, Kiki. There's an obsession with me from a lot of people. Then you have someone like Marissa who's going to try to give me life advice while she's got her tits hanging out. I mean, come on now, really? So, just the obsession and always having to bring somebody up and always having to talk about somebody. Everything that you said, I'm listening and going, wow, how does she not realize what she's saying? And I just needed to put out there so you know what is really going on with Tracy and why her face is swollen and what she looked like before cancer. And I really think a lot of people owe her an apology. It's bad enough to look shame. It really is bad enough. But to look shame someone with cancer who's on all sorts of medication is not even acceptable in any which way, shape, or form. And Kiki, I know you. I don't know you, but I know you well enough to know that if you knew she had cancer, you would have never made anything stated about her looks or anything. You don't have to like her as a person, and that goes for anybody. You don't have to like her as a person. But to drag her on looks based on cancer is just something I just felt you need to know. So, and she didn't have cancer 5 years ago. This is all recent. And now she's sick again. So just keep that in mind. It's time this community grows up.